This person fell in love with you, even with the age diff. God wants you to listen this now. My beloved child, stay with me and don't scroll. Something is unfolding in the unseen realm, and your heart already feels it, that strange pull, that quiet warmth, that spark that shouldn't make sense but does. There's someone who fell for you deeply, even when logic whispered it's impossible. It began quietly, a glance, a word, a silence that lasted too long. They told themselves it was just admiration, but heaven watched the shift in their heartbeat. Every time they saw you, something sacred moved inside them, something they couldn't explain or ignore. Stay till the end. Because what's being revealed right now is not ordinary, it's divine intervention cloaked as coincidence. Even with the difference in age, in timing, in stories, love found a way to bloom in forbidden light. At first, they resisted. They told heaven, it's not right, we're from different worlds. But God whispered, I placed them in your path not to confuse you, but to awaken you. That's when everything changed. Their dreams started to show you, your smile, your voice, your eyes that carried the peace they couldn't find anywhere else. They didn't know why their spirit calmed whenever you were near, but heaven did. Even when they tried to walk away, something invisible held them close. Because this isn't about age, it's about souls that met long before this lifetime. You both were part of a story written by light itself. They fell in love with your patience, your silence, your strength. They saw through your fears, through the mask you wear for the world. And they adored you even more because of your honesty. Don't skip this part, this is where it turns deeper. There was a moment when they looked at you and realized, this isn't just admiration, it's connection. And that realization terrified them, because loving you meant breaking their own rules. They thought heaven made a mistake. But heaven never makes mistakes, it creates alignment in disguise. And you, my child, are the lesson their soul needed to remember love without limits. They hid their feelings for a long time. Pretended it was friendship, pretended the smile didn't mean anything. But when they prayed, your name echoed back. Archangel Michael says, this love is not confusion, it's divine proof that souls recognize each other beyond time, beyond age, beyond reason. That's why their emotions kept returning even after distance, even after silence. Because some bonds can't be undone by years or logic. They tried to forget you. They told themselves to focus on work, on responsibilities, on what's right. But your memory became the place their heart ran back to when no one was watching. Stay till the end, my child, because heaven is speaking through this moment. That person's love is a reflection of something bigger, your worth, your light, your rare energy. You reminded them what purity looks like in a world full of noise. They never expected love to come wrapped in difference. But God used that difference to teach both of you acceptance. Because the heart doesn't care about timelines, it only recognizes truth. You may have doubted their feelings. You may have thought they were just being kind or polite. But their silence was protection, not rejection. Every message they didn't send, every call they hesitated to make, every word they swallowed, heaven recorded all of it. Because timing had to align before truth could surface. And now, that moment is near. Archangel Michael says, prepare yourself. A confession is on its way. They can't carry the weight of pretending anymore. Their soul is restless, and heaven is pushing them to speak. They've written messages they never sent. They've replayed your laughter in their mind, like a song that won't fade. They imagine what it would feel like to finally tell you, "I love you," without fear. Stay here, don't move. This is where destiny begins to breathe. The angels are aligning circumstances to bring a divine meeting, one that will clear all confusion. When you meet again, it won't feel forced. It will feel like time stopped, like the world fell silent, like the sky knew this was meant to be. And in that pause, truth will flow without words. They've grown through your absence. They've learned that love isn't always convenient, it's divine timing disguised as longing. Their age, your age, it all fades when souls remember where they belong. My beloved child, your energy healed them. You didn't even try, but your presence awakened the light they had buried. You made them believe in goodness again. Now, heaven is testing your patience. You're being told to trust the invisible process. Because the story that started with distance is about to end in reunion. Archangel Michael says, "Don't rush what heaven is refining." The age gap is a divine filter, not a barrier. It separates the shallow from the sacred. And you, my child, were chosen for the sacred. When they finally speak, it won't be casual. It will sound like surrender, a release of everything they've held back. You'll hear truth trembling through every word. This person loves you, not because you're young or older, but because your soul carries a light they thought didn't exist anymore. They found home in your voice. They found peace in your presence. Heaven is saying, don't fear this connection. Because what's meant for you doesn't care about differences. It only cares about divine alignment. Stay till the end, your patience is the bridge. They're almost ready to cross it. The angels are guiding their steps even when they doubt themselves. And when it happens, when they finally admit what their heart's been hiding, you'll understand why every delay, every silence, every hesitation was part of divine choreography. You are not imagining this. They feel it too. And soon, the truth will no longer hide behind what-ifs. This love, even with the age difference, was written before you both were born. Heaven didn't design it to confuse, it designed it to heal. And through that healing, both of you will rise into your divine purpose. Stay here and breathe, my child. The angels are moving pieces behind the scenes. What's yours is already on its way, carried by love, wrapped in grace, and protected by heaven itself. Stay with me and don't move. Because what's coming next will make your heart skip. The moment heaven's been preparing is almost here, and your soul already senses it. There's a stirring in the atmosphere. Every time you think of them lately, it's not coincidence, it's divine telepathy. Two souls that once shared silence are now being drawn back into motion. That person has been restless. Their thoughts are loud, their heart conflicted. Because love like this doesn't fade, it matures in secret. They've looked for distractions, work, friends, endless conversations, but nothing numbs it. Because you became their calm and their chaos at once. And heaven never lets go of such a connection once it begins. They're seeing signs. Your initials, your favorite song, your birth month repeating everywhere. Even the time on their phone aligns with your energy. Every time they check, it's your number. They're scared, because they know the world won't understand. Age, distance, judgment, all those things feel heavy in their mind. But God keeps whispering, this is love, not logic. The night before they sleep, they still pray your name softly. Not asking for anything, just hoping you're safe, at peace, still believing. And heaven hears every word. Archangel Michael says, your connection was never random. It's a divine assignment disguised as attraction. That's why no one else compares to you. Even if they try to move on, their heart rejects every substitute. My child, you need to understand something crucial. This person's love is not fleeting, it's anchored in your spirit. They love not because of your appearance but because your soul matches theirs. They've imagined the moment they'll see you again. Not in a dream, but in real time, standing before you with trembling hands. They'll smile through tears and say the words they never could before. Don't skip. Stay. Because heaven is timing every beat of this story. Even delays were blessings in disguise. Both of you had to evolve before reunion. This person has changed. The same one who once feared this love has now been transformed by it. They finally understand that divine love doesn't care about worldly rules. Their courage is growing stronger each day. They're rehearsing how to tell you, not with drama, but with truth. Because when love is heaven-sent, words come from the heart, not the tongue. Archangel Michael says, the confession is near. Be ready. It might happen unexpectedly, a message, a call, a meeting. But when it does, your heart will know instantly that it's real. They might start by saying, I never meant to fall in love with you. Then pause, breathe, and confess that they tried to resist, but God wouldn't let them. And you'll feel every ounce of sincerity in their voice. Don't fear what others think. Because this love isn't built for approval, it's built for purpose. Heaven doesn't follow human timelines. Even the angels smile when you two cross paths again. Because they know, the wait was worth it. Everything that broke you both apart was training for what's to come. You'll notice how calm the world feels around them now. Their presence won't make you anxious anymore, it'll make you breathe easier. Because souls that are meant to reunite always recognize safety in each other's energy. My beloved child, heaven's aligning your destinies. There's no rush, no pressure, just divine timing at work. The confession will come when peace settles in both hearts. The age difference that once felt like a wall will now feel like balance. They bring wisdom, you bring renewal, together, it's harmony. And God loves harmony. When they finally reach you, you'll see tears, not pride. They'll tell you how much you changed them. And in that moment, heaven itself will pause to witness pure love. You'll remember every time you almost gave up. Every moment you wondered if this was one-sided. And you'll realize, it never was. Heaven was just protecting both hearts from premature timing. You were learning trust, and they were learning surrender. Now both lessons are complete. Archangel Michael says, prepare your spirit. The doors are opening. This connection will not need chasing, convincing, or explaining. It will flow naturally, like water returning to its source. Don't resist this love out of fear. Because what's divine cannot harm you, it can only expand you. It's meant to bring healing, not chaos. Stay till the end, because you'll soon witness proof. An unexpected message, a voice trembling with emotion, a meeting orchestrated by fate. You'll feel the universe pause for you. And when they speak those words, I still love you, time will blur. It'll feel like heaven finally exhaled after holding its breath for years. Because your love story is not over, it's just beginning in truth. Breathe, my child. You've waited long enough. And now, heaven is whispering, it's safe to receive. My beloved child, stay right here, don't scroll, because this is the part where heaven finally allows the truth to walk into your life. The air around you will shift soon, you'll feel it before it happens. It will start with a simple moment, something ordinary that suddenly feels divine. Maybe you'll wake up one morning and the sky will look different. The same sun, but softer, warmer, almost as if heaven painted it just for you. That's when the signs will begin, gentle nudges from above that the confession is near. This person has been restless, pacing through sleepless nights. They're rehearsing their words, trying to hold their composure. But the truth inside them is too loud to stay hidden any longer. Their heart races every time they think of you. They can't explain it, but they know they're being pulled back to you by something higher. It's not coincidence, it's divine alignment taking shape. Archangel Michael says, this meeting was written long before either of you could interfere. That's why every attempt to forget each other failed. The soul never forgets what it's tied to by purpose. The day of the confession will not arrive with thunder or warning. It will come quietly, maybe a message, maybe an unexpected encounter. But the moment your eyes meet, everything unsaid will start to speak on its own. They'll look at you, and the walls they built will crumble. All the pretending, the restraint, the silence, gone. Because love this real doesn't fit inside human fear anymore. Stay till the end, my child, because heaven's orchestration is breathtaking. You might notice small divine signals in that moment, a sudden breeze, a light flicker, the scent of something familiar. These are confirmations that the angels are present, witnessing what's unfolding. They will speak softly at first. Their voice will shake, because the truth carries weight when it's been buried for too long. Then they'll say your name, not like anyone else ever has, but with reverence, trembling, and relief. They'll tell you everything. How they fought the feeling, how they tried to deny it, how they told God it was impossible. And how, in every attempt to forget you, heaven reminded them that love doesn't obey limits. Tears will gather in their eyes, not from pain but from release. Because love, when finally spoken, feels like coming home. And in that moment, both of you will feel heaven exhale through your hearts. My child, that's when your silence will break too. You'll realize that all your waiting wasn't in vain. Every lonely night, every unanswered sign, it was all leading to this exact minute. Archangel Michael says, when divine love speaks, time stands still. That's what will happen, the noise of the world will vanish. There will only be two souls remembering why they were sent to find each other again. You'll feel a wave of calm that words can't explain. The age difference, the fear, the distance, it will dissolve like mist under sunlight. Because truth has no age, it only has timing. They will take your hand, gently, unsure if it's real, and the moment your skin touches, both of you will feel electricity mixed with peace. It's the energy of souls recognizing themselves after years apart. Heaven calls it reunion. Don't look away, my child. This moment isn't fantasy, it's divine manifestation made visible. You prayed for clarity, and God chose this as the answer. Their apology will come next. Not because they wronged you, but because they doubted something sacred. They'll say, I was afraid of what people would think, but now I'm afraid of losing what heaven gave. And you'll understand, they're not here to impress you. They're here to surrender. Because love that survives the odds deserves reverence, not resistance. The silence between you will turn golden. No noise, no distractions, just the raw, trembling truth of two hearts finally aligned. Every beat of your hearts will echo like a promise sealed by angels. You will see it in their eyes, they never stopped loving you. Even through the absence, the years, the chaos, it was always you. Their love didn't fade, it transformed into something eternal. Archangel Michael says, let this reunion heal what fear once divided. Heaven isn't just giving you love, it's restoring your belief in divine timing. And this moment is proof that patience was never punishment, it was preparation. Stay with me and don't scroll, because what happens next is crucial. When heaven reunites souls, the world often tests them one last time. There will be whispers, opinions, and doubt trying to disturb your peace. But this time, you'll stand firm. Because the love you now carry was refined in silence and protected by angels. No human opinion can tear apart what God Himself ordained. They will hold you and say softly, I was never supposed to love you like this, but I do, and I always will. And in that instant, you'll feel your heart settle, not race, because divine love brings peace, not panic. You'll know, beyond doubt, that this is it, the one connection that transcends everything. Heaven will mark this union quietly. You might notice a golden light, a sudden warmth in your chest, or an overwhelming calm that feels supernatural. That's your confirmation, it's done, sealed, and blessed. My beloved child, from that day forward, you'll feel different. The fear of loss will vanish, the pain of waiting will fade. Because what's truly yours no longer hides in uncertainty. They will become your mirror, showing you your strength, your beauty, your worth. And you will be theirs, the one who reminds them that love can begin at any age, any hour, in any form. Together, you'll write a story that heaven itself will smile upon. Archangel Michael says, guard this connection with grace. Speak truth. Love without fear. Because this isn't the end, it's the divine continuation of what heaven started long ago. And the angels will walk beside you both, ensuring no shadow dims your light again. Stay till the very end, my child. Because soon, you'll look back at this moment and realize, this was the prophecy coming alive. This love was never strange. It was sacred, and now it's home. Stay with me and don't move, my beloved child. What's unfolding next is the part where heaven begins to test, refine, and bless the love that just awakened. The confession was the spark, but what follows is the flame that changes everything. After that divine meeting, silence will fall again, not emptiness, but peace. You'll feel lighter, yet full, as if the air itself is holding you. That's how heaven feels when it rests over a union it approves. The person who confessed will look different in your eyes now. Not because they've changed physically, but because your spirit recognizes them completely. You'll see the vulnerability behind their courage, the trembling behind their truth. Don't skip this, because the angels are writing every emotion into your destiny right now. The love between you two will start quietly, like a sunrise, not a storm. It will move slowly, intentionally, protected from chaos. You'll notice how they begin to show up differently. They'll listen deeper, speak softer, and guard your presence like something sacred. Because once divine love is found, the soul refuses to risk it again. They might say things like, "You bring calm to my chaos," or "I feel seen for the first time." And those words aren't flattery, they're truth born from awakening. You are the mirror that made them meet their higher self. Archangel Michael says, divine love requires balance, not perfection. So heaven will test you both in small ways. To see if you've learned patience, faith, and forgiveness. One day, you might misunderstand each other. Words may collide, emotions may rise. But even in disagreement, the connection will feel unbreakable, because love rooted in heaven doesn't fracture, it deepens. You'll both learn the language of grace. Instead of arguing, you'll pause. Instead of fearing loss, you'll remember the promise, what's meant for you cannot be stolen. They'll begin to share more of their past, the fears, the regrets, the hidden wounds. And as they speak, you'll feel heaven nudge you to listen, not fix. Because your presence itself is their healing. You'll realize something profound. You weren't brought together to complete each other, you were brought together to awaken each other. Two souls rising side by side, becoming what they were always destined to be.